Okay, y'all, here we go. This brakes we're gonna take off. If you remember, we put the double lines on there from the 71. They're down there, so we got to get this off, get our brake booster mounted, and get all the way down there to them lines down there. So we'll get back to you when we get started on that. I've got to get this off of here and out of the way. Remember, it also mounts into this here, so that should give us a reference point. We'll get back to you when we get started a little farther. Okay, y'all, we got the brake booster in. Like I say, this is a 70 now. 1970 Chevrolet C10 brake booster and master cylinder and front end. So, and it's going to be the rear end, but we haven't got that for you. Basically, these bottom two screws go right in the same holes as the old one. Okay, so they'll fit. You got two more screws there you got to take out to get out of your way where you can get these bolts in. These bolts go in. Now I've got to mark these tops and re-drill them so I can have this screw and this screw in, and we'll be golden. This one did have an extra brace on it here that goes down there that I can put in if I want, and it had another one that goes from here over to here actually, but I can't do that because there's an inner fender right here, so I can't get that one in, and I might not be able to get this one in because it might interfere with that inner fender. I don't know yet. I'll have to wait until I get that inner fender up here to see. But like I say, it bolts right up. There's no big problem. You mark two holes and you re-drill them. Then basically I'll put this back up there, bolt it back up, and then I'll drill them holes. Then I'll put this back up here, bolt it up, and then I'll put bolts through there with nuts on the back side and get in there and just tighten them up. And there's a second plate over this whole thing. You can see it screwed in there. There's an extra plate in there. You can see it spot welded there in place. So that's a double wall thickness there. So that's what we're working with. That's how you mount the brakes up. I thought it was going to be this hole, but that hole is going to be, I ain't going to need it. So I probably won't use it at all. But anyway, there we go. We're going to mark them holes and take it back off and drill the holes out. Okay, y'all, we got it bolted in there. I haven't bolted this up. I'm not going to because I don't know where that's going to fall. I don't think it's going to get in there in my inner fender. So I got my master cylinder on. I got it bolted down. I did not tighten these up, but I need to. We got it bolted down. I have not run my lines from here down yet. That's going to be tomorrow's project, but it's pretty simple install. This one bolt up here at the top is a bear. If I could have moved it just ever so slightly, it would have made it a lot easier on me. Master cylinder's sitting there pretty level. Everything seems to be good on it, but this side went in real easy. This other side is just a bear. That bolt there is right on top of the steering column, up above the steering column bracket. And like I say, it's bad. If I had to do it again, I would probably take this bracket off and flip it over, move it this way. I don't know if that would move it though. Sure would be nice if it was that way an inch, or that way a quarter inch. It would make it a lot easier. If it was that way a quarter inch, it'd make it easier, or that way an inch, it would make it easier. You can't get video in there. It's up above everything. I can't even get my finger. I can get the end of my fingertip up there to it, and trying to thread a nut on there like that, it's extremely hard. But anyway, we've got it in here. We've got it ready. We'll take back off with it tomorrow.
Donnie, why do you have a... Come on now.
Pickers.
What's that for?
When you get fat, you need a pair of them.
Okay.
That's the bend over. You keep from bending over. Like, look right there. It's that little wire wheel.
I think I used to see some really old people that carried them around at the flea market.
What, was they fat?
No, they were just 90.
Huh. Well, I might need to put them up for a while.
You're pretty young.
Oh, well.
All right, so Donnie has been working on his brakes. What, I saw that you marked it and then you put the bolts in. You drilled it, put the bolts.
Yep.
Right?
Got it.
Okay, so it's mounted. So the brakes work, right?
No.
Why
Long way
not?
from it.
What happened? Where are we at? What's going on?
Well, we hooked these two lines up. Remember, that was the lines down there that went to that cross member that we replaced.
Oh, yeah.
So we hooked that line up and this line up.
Now, does that just kind of hang there?
Yes.
Oh, it's on a bracket, actually. It's actually mounted to the brake booster. Okay. From here, it looked like it was just hanging
That's
there.
the proportioning valve.
Okay.
Okay, the proportioning valve, we had to hook these two lines up. So we hooked those two lines up, and they go down to that cross member.
Yes.
Well, that cross member goes across and goes to the front brakes.
One of them.
Yeah, the one line goes to the front
It's
brakes.
going to be that one.
The other line goes over there to the other side and runs down that frame rail to the back there.
That's going to be this one.
Now, all of
No,
that.
I got that backwards, don't I? The back ones,
Or the front.
it hits first, and then it hits the front. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
That's the front, that's back.
Yeah.
Well, it could be doing it in the proportioning, but whatever it is. The all that's got air in it now because it's all been open. So when you push the brakes, nothing happens because you're pushing on air. So
And you can compress air. So since you can compress air, it just compresses and doesn't actually.
We've got this fancy handy dandy thing.
Yeah, I bought that. I see you're taking care of it.
Oh yeah, I'm taking good care of it. So you put this back there on the bleeder,
Yep.
and then you pump,
Yep.
and this gauge goes up. It keeps going up, right?
Yep.
And if you got a blockage, nothing happens.
Yes.
But when you start getting fluid come through, it starts going down.
Oh, okay.
And the fluid gets stuck in this bottle, and therefore it pulls the air with it,
Okay.
hopefully.
All right. Well, that's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to try to do.
Or I got to pump the brakes like old school.
We're going to pump the brakes like old school.
Okay.
But we've got this too. We might use this, but we probably ain't.
Tell them about vacuum bleeding. Gravity bleeding.
You can just open them and walk away.
If you just open the brake bleeders and walk away, usually that'll bleed them.
Now, 90% of the times on these front discs, when people have problems with them, they put the calipers on the wrong side. This caliper will go on that side. The only difference is the bleeder's on the bottom instead of on the top. The bleeder's on the bottom, when you turn it around, the air won't never come out, so you won't never get any brake. So if you got a problem and you've changed your front calipers,
Yeah.
flip them over. Put them on the other side, and it'll fix it. But you always want to start the farthest wheel away from the master cylinder.
Yes.
So that's going to be that wheel there. Because the brake line goes down that side and splits and comes across.
Yep.
So you're going to do that one, then that one, then this one. Get all the air out.
That's how we do it, people. So when we do this first one, it'll be the worst because you're drawing all the air through all the lines, all the way down. Wham!
And back here on it, we have put a new brake line in here. You know, we talked about that. Put a new brake line in there. So all that rubber
that looks
is
great. Beautiful, Donnie. It's beautiful. Look at the new coupling and everything over there. I'm going to zoom for them. We're going high-tech redneck here, if I can figure it out. There it is. Look at that. All right. Okay, so we're going to start bleeding. We'll let you know what we run into. We're going to need some brake fluid on.
brake fluid. Okay.
Why you got so much brake fluid, Donnie?
How much air's in the system?
Yeah, but you don't. The old brake fluid's fine. Like whenever it comes through, you can.
I don't want to reuse it.
He saves other stuff, but he wastes brake fluid. I don't know. It's the weirdest damn thing. Look how he does me, people. Look. Hop in and pump the. There's no seat, Donnie. Remember when we did that before? Yeah, you remember. In fact, I forgot, didn't you?
Well, you know, this little thing here.
Yeah, we saw the
Watch out
video
for
on
it.
that. We saw the video on that. How you got violated.
Here, you see what I fixed the violation with?
Uh-huh.
That's why it's a little dirty.
Tell them about us removing seats and then messing with the brakes, Donnie.
No, we did not do that. What they did was we took the seat out, and Ronnie says,
What?
"Did you steal my boat?"
No.
Ronnie says, "Can we pull the steering column?" I say, "Oh yeah."
I don't remember it like that.
So I snatched the steering column out. Guess what?
It knocked it out of gear.
The gear shifter was still hooked up, so it went into neutral.
And then there was no seat in it. So with no seat, you can't get any leverage on the brake, right? And so we were sitting there like a couple idiots with no seat. And the car rolled all the way down our backyard and hit a damn tree. And there's still a dent in the back of it.
We was on a hill also. But you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah,
now
that's
we
true.
know not to jerk that steering column out and not to hit nothing up there.
Now, remember, I had already had the car painted, Donnie.
Yes, it was painted.
It was a freshly painted car. We're in the backyard. I'm trying to take the steering column out and the seat out so I can get it reupholstered and everything. You know, we're going all the way. Yep, rolled it down the backyard.
Yep, we tore that one up.
I still got it, though. We'll fix it one of these days. That's a long time ago, people. Long time ago. Long time ago.
Okay.
That don't work anymore.
You can just stand here and pump it.
Yeah, that's for the clutch. He don't know a damn thing about this thing, I don't think. All right, we're going to do the old milk crate thing. Here we go. Hey, can you check my wiper fluid while you're out there?
Yeah.
Get full
Ain't
service
none.
around here.
Ain't none. Would you like to buy some? $8.95.
Oh, look, I can see myself in the rearview mirror.
Huh. That's good. Okay, you're going to pump it 3 times and hold it, okay?
Pump it 3 times and hold it. All right, here we go. You want me to go ahead?
Go ahead.
Tell me about it.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, well, that ain't working very good, buddy.
Tell me when.
When?
Oh, yeah.
I think he said, oh, yayer.
Okay, go ahead. 3 times.
1, 2. All right. So what we're doing is
Okay, 3 times.
1, 2, 3. Now watch, he's going to open the bleeder.
Good.
Yeah, I'm down. I forgot to tell him. And my foot falls, which is basically pushing air out. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. So basically, you just keep doing this, and eventually you push all the air out. All right. This is old school before people used brake bleeders. I mean, vacuums. All right, Donnie, did you make a big mess?
No, not too bad.
I can see, Donnie. I can see.
Not too bad.
Come on now.
Come on.
That's the brake fluid.
Come on now.
You know what we need to clean that up with is some sawdust.
We throw it all away.
I know where there's some more. See, this is actually sawdust. Right here next to it. And then that whole bag over there, that's also. We'll get it. It'll be all right. All right, Donnie, did you get them all bled?
I got them bled. Buddy.
Okay, so now we can drive it and go show them that the brake. Wait a minute. We're not going to be able to do that, are we?
There's no drive shaft.
Yeah. Well, we got the brakes swapped. And we think they're going to be all right. But we have no way of knowing, really.
Don't know yet. I guess we could push it off a cliff and.
I was thinking earlier I could sit in there and you could get behind it and push. And right before I hit that other truck, I could slam on the brakes and see if they work.
No.
But I don't know that that would really prove much. Okay, so so tell them review what you've done regarding the brakes, Donnie. What did you do first?
First, let's go around that way.
Okay. We got the review, so everybody knows what happened. People are just watching because they're entertained by you, Donnie.
Well, that ain't nothing to watch.
The little, what do they call that? What do they call that? The one cylinder.
It's one cylinder. So this is what this truck come with, okay?
There's a nickname for that. I can't remember.
Stovepipe.
No,
So
that ain't that.
you got one line.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get away from one line. Because basically, if that line rips, you're
if you have any
SOL.
problem with that line,
You're in trouble.
all your brakes are gone and you're screwed. I had that happen one time in a parking lot. It was no big deal though, but if you're just driving down the road, you'd be screwed.
I went to double lines,
So you went to the dual master cylinder,
dual master cylinder, and I went to power.
and you went to power. Okay.
So
So we did that first, and you took that off of 71.
one Chevy.
Yep.
So
Pretty much bolted right in, but you saw in the video.
Yeah, I had to do a little something. The front cross member, I changed it out of the same truck.
Yep.
So basically, I had to hook all the lines back up, run that line going down that passenger side to the back,
Yep.
shorten it because that truck was a long bed and this one's a short bed.
Yep.
Hook up the new line to the back and bleed everything back out, and I should be as good as the last truck was.
Yeah.
But the last truck, when I bought it, didn't have no motor and transmission in it, and I don't know if the brakes worked then.
But we at least have done the brakes. They should theoretically
They should,
work.
in all reality, work. But the main objective of all this is to get all the pieces.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
So-
on the truck and service to the best of our knowledge. We think it's right.
We think it's right.
But we're
at
not going to
this
be able to
period.
test it until we can actually drive the thing.
Until we can actually drive it. I gotta have a drive shaft made for it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll be up and going.
Alrighty. So that's us playing with the brakes a little bit, doing it the old-fashioned way.
Old school.
Now, is this booster, it looks like it's got oil on the bottom of it. That's just a leak or something, huh? Like this?
Yeah, that's why I was spraying oil on
Oh,
the
yeah.
lines back
Alrighty, well, there you go.
here. There it is.
Another fun day in paradise. Did we mention it's 100 degrees today, people?
100. No air conditioner in this building.
A lot of our viewers, Donnie, are not in South Carolina. So South Carolina, it gets hot in the summer, and it's humid. So the air is real stuffy. It's hard to breathe. And so if it's like 95 degrees out, the true heat index will be like 110 degrees. So it's something like that going on today.
Yep, it's pretty rough, and no air conditioning. We got the doors open and a little fan blowing away from us up there.
You
And,
kind of get used to it after a while, and it's not that bad, but it slows you down. It makes you where you're a little groggy because of the heat.
Yeah, you can't go 110% all day.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go about 70%. Just keep getting it.
In this building, though, it's probably only about 90. I don't think it's 100 in here. It's about 90 in here. So, all right, folks. So we think we got the brakes hooked up. So join us next time. We will work on something else. We're moving right through it. We want to get this thing where it's street ready and street legal and safe, where the brakes work.
Yeah, if the brakes don't work, we're going to be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But
So-
y'all tune back in. Give us a thumbs up for filming it. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, and we'll catch you on the next one.